honors, and noble colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I stand here today against the mood and to offer total support to my colleagues as we endeavor today to refute the arguments given by our worthy opponents. They have said that a person killed and the state has killed. Two wrongs. Can that be justice? An act made right? Two wrongs don't make a right. Taxpayers' money has been used for both keeping and killing the convicted. And in fact, even more money has been used for killing. As said by our argument. I base my arguments on 2 points. Firstly, the inhumane and barbaric nature of capital punishment. And secondly, murders being of passion and not premeditated. I believe there is no such thing as capital punishment ever being humane. No matter how you try to kill someone, that person suffers, whether physically or mentally, 5 hours or 5 seconds. There should be no doubt in anyone's mind that an execution is a very painful ordeal. Let's go back to 1983. The execution of John Evans. An eyewitness said, and I quote, "At 8:30 p.m., the first jolt of electricity was passed through Mr. Evans' body. Sparks and flames erupted from the electrode that was tied to his left leg. An overpowering stench of burnt flesh and clothing began pervading the witness's room. Yet, Mr. Evans was pronounced not dead. He was given a second dose of electricity. The stench of burnt flesh was nauseating. His body slammed against the straps that were restraining him. More smoke emanated from his leg and head. He was given a third dose of electricity. A third. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to reiterate, a third dose of electricity. At 8:44 p.m., he was dead. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to close your eyes and try to imagine what this eyewitness has just seen. Imagine the smell of a literally roasting human being, an inerasable stench, and it was supposed to be humane. Imagine the sight of someone in so much pain and torture and anguish that it scars your heart forever. So, ladies and gentlemen, after hearing the gruesome details of capital punishment, do you think it can ever be humane? Never! It can be proven that most murders are indeed crimes of passion and not premeditated. One fact that can back that statement up is that most murders, especially in our island Grenada, are committed in the open, viewed by the public. According to the words of Texas's former Attorney General, Jim Mattox, and I quote, "It is my own experience that those committed murder were not deterred by capital punishment laws. And he believes that most cases you will find that the murder was committed on a severe drug or substance abuse." So you see, even the experienced with murder believe the same things my colleagues and I do. I know the words of Desmond Tutu. To take a life when life has been lost is wild revenge